Greetings! In today's video, I want to take a look at the new Daniel Smith paints that came out in 2017. This year has been a great year for new colors, as both Schminke and Daniel Smith released 35 and 8 new watercolor paints, respectively. Daniel Smith's 8 are a very limited color range and very interesting to look at as a palette. My friend Denise had an extra swatch card for these colors and she graciously sent it to me, so I'll be able to test them all. I had bought Aussie Red Gold before, but have not tried any of the other new colors. The new colors are Rose Madder Permanent, Payne's Blue Grey, Raw Sienna Light, Wisteria, Burnt Sienna Light, Quinacridone Lilac, Aussie Red Gold, and Lavender. Half of the colors are transparent colors, the other half are semi-transparent. There are 2 colors labeled as having some level of granulation, Burnt Sienna Light and Lavender. 6 colors are rated as having excellent light fastness. The 2 colors with PR 122 in them are rated as having very good light fastness. 4 colors have a non-staining potential, 3 are low staining, and only 1 is medium staining. Of the 8 colors, only 2 are single pigment formulas. 3 uses 2 pigments, and the last 3 uses 3 pigments. Last tidbit of information, 3 colors are Series 1, so very affordable. The other 5 are Series 2, so a bit pricier than Series 1, but still affordable. The colors were easy to re-wet, and I was able to easily swatch them out. I wanted to try to make a chart with these colors to check out the range they can create, but it was a bit difficult since some dots were quite small. I do wish that Daniel Smith would be more consistent in the size of their dots. After the swatching and the chart, I had used up all of the raw sienna light, while some other colors have still enough to go on. The granulation in Burnt Sienna Light and Lavender is pretty subtle from what I can tell, but then again that might show better when using the paint from the tubes. You can see the limitation of these colors as a palette in my chart, though Daniel Smith has a much stronger chart on their website if you want to check it out. I took out my swatch book next to see if there were any colors in there that were similar to these new 8. The first color, Rose Madder Permanent, looks a lot like Quinacridone Red PV19 to me. It's a lot pinkier than the Rose Madder I have, which is by Holbein. Payne's Blue Grey is very similar to Daniel Smith's Indigo and regular Payne's Grey, and similar to Holbein's Payne's Grey too. It has the same pigment as Daniel Smith's Indigo. Raw Sienna Light is made from a yellow iron oxide pigment, which is why it is a lot more yellow than the usual brown pigment used for raw sienna. It's closer in color to being a light yellow ochre rather than a light raw sienna. Wisteria is comparable to Holbein's Lilac, though a bit less saturated. These semi-transparent, lighter shades mixed with a white pigment are very easy to find in the paints made in Asia, less so in American or European paints. Burnt sienna light is an odd one, in my opinion. The pigment that is standard for regular burnt sienna is PBR7, or pigment brown 7, though some companies prefer the red pigment PR101. This new burnt sienna light is a mix of quinacridone burnt orange and red iron oxide, or PR101. It's a nice brown color and easy to re-wet, though not especially light. Quinacridone Lilac is a great color that can be found in other paint brands rather easily. It's a good pink for a Printer Colors primary set, along with a bright yellow and phthalo blue green shade. Aussie Red Gold is a beautiful warm and rich orange shade that deepens more red and lightens more yellow. It is reminiscent of quinacridone gold, though more intense still. Lavender is fairly similar to Holbein's color of the same name. Both even use the same pigments to get their lavender shade. I love these 8 colors and the palette they create together, but that's a really personal stance. Among these new colors are a lot of my favorite colors in general, so I might eventually get all of them. However, I don't think any of these colors are mandatory or must-haves, except perhaps that Aussie Red Gold, if you like warm, sunny colors. Also, I'm glad that Daniel Smith is finally bringing a PR 122 paint into their range with quinacridone Lilac. Have you tried these new colors? What's your take on them? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, have a great day, bye bye!